I do really like this song. It has the flute player that performed with Go Away Band last year for the Ukraine. So he's returning. I do know that they kind of put Eurovision on the back burner because they are currently fighting for Ukraine. But I don't know if that's going to affect their performance at all. Like if they, I don't think it will. I think they'll show up for it. Then is Spain. The artist is Chanel, and her song is Slow Mo. Again, nothing to write home about, really. Then there's Serbia. The artist is Constructa, and the song is In Corpore Sano. And honestly, I don't even remember what the song sounds like, unfortunately. Then there's Finland. The group is the Rasmus, and their song is Jezebel. And this is very, like, 1970s rock type sound. It's definitely, I can see the older audience, not like the older audience, but just like, the like people from like their, I want to say mid to late 40s to the 60s. I can say that they probably will really like this one. Then there's Bulgaria. The group is called the Intelligent Music Project, and their song is called Intention. That one is alright. A lot of these, music is subjective. Like, not everybody's going to have the same taste. So definitely don't take my opinions as to whether or not these songs are good. Like, I recommend listening to all of them. You can go onto Spotify, and there is a Eurovision 2022 playlist, and the guy he does this every year. He makes this playlist. His name is Martin Fjellander. Don't know how to say his last name. I apologize, but the playlist is Eurovision 2022 and then ESC 2022. And it has all the songs on it, and it's in the order in which they were released. But I do recommend going to Spotify and listening to that playlist and forming your own opinions. Next up, we have Brooke Scullion from Ireland. Her song is That's Rich. It has a good bop to it, but it also, like, it's a fun, like, it has a fun meaning. Like, oh, you're saying that's rich, Next up, we have Andrea from North Macedonia with Circles. Again, that's another one that I can't remember what it sounds like, but, obviously it's good if it was entered to, represent the country, So, next up is the most ridiculous song for this year. It's called Eat Your Salad, and it's from Latvia, and the group is called City Zeni. Now, it's such a ridiculous song. The first line of the song is, instead of meat, I eat veggies and pussy. But from what I've heard and read is that they are planning a more toned down version for their performance. So maybe a little bit more family friendly. It's wild. It's crazy. Um, Next up is Ready from Denmark with the song The Show. And I actually really like this one. It's nice. It's, a empowering song a little bit. Then there's Marius Bear from Switzerland, and the song is Boys Do Cry. Again, I'm not a big fan of this song. It's just like a forgettable ballad in my opinion. Then there's Moldova with Zub Si Zub and Advanhov. I apologize for that. And the song is Trenuletsu. It's in Romanian. Again, I apologize for my pronunciation. But it's a very folksy, traditional sounding song, but it's like fast paced, and so it's like a fun like little dance song. Then there's Slovenia. The artist is LPS, and the song is Disco, and it sounds like a 70s disco song. So it's very self-explanatory. Then we have Montenegro, which again is back after being absent last year. The artist is Vladana, and her song is Breathe. I feel really bad. I don't remember what that song sounds like. A lot of these songs, it's like once you hear them, you recognize them, but like if you're asked to remember them, it's like, oh, I don't remember. Then we have Georgia. The group is Circus Mercus. And the song is called Lock Me In. Man, I can't for the life of me think of what the song sounds like. Then we have Germany and Malik Harris and the song Rock Stars. It's a little bit of a rhapsody because it starts off kind of slow and then he does some rapping in it and then it goes back to being slow again. Then Austria, we have Lumix featuring Pia Maria with the song Halo, which is like something you'd hear in, a club. It's a good dance song. Then in Belgium, we have Jeremy Macchiesi with Miss You. That's another one. Can't remember. We have Cyprus, the artist Andromache, and the song is Ella. Then we have Greece. Amanda Tenfjord is the artist, and her song is Die Together. Followed by the UK, the song Sam Ryder. It's called Spaceman. And I am not a fan, but people are going crazy. They're like, finally, the UK's sending a real artist and, a great song. And honestly, I liked last year's better, but that's just my opinion. Then we have Sweden. The artist, her name is Cornelia Jacobs. Her song is Hold Me Closer. I'm not a big fan of this. You're going to see, I'm not a big fan of female artists. I like more male artists, but that's just my personal taste. But I know I have a lot of friends who really like her song. Then I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry, but Iceland, we have Siga, Beta, and Aline with Med Heikandisol. I'm sorry, it's Icelandic. I don't know Icelandic. But it's a nice song. It's not anything too memorable, but like, it's all right. In Portugal, we have Maro with Saudade. Not a fan. And then finishing up, we have Malta, which the artist is Emma Muscat. And her song is I Am What I Am. So, those are all 40 artists, songs, and countries. Again, like I said, my number one is Poland. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to play you little snippets of my top 10, just so you can see what my, my taste is like. So, here is Poland. I love it. So his name is Achman, and his song is River. He's my favorite. Next, Albania is my number 2. Ronella Hajadi. I'm sorry. Ronella Hajadi with Secret. It's so good. Next up, San Marino. We all know Mr. Achille Lauro. All right. Then next up, I have Australia. Then Italy. Mr. Mahmoud and Blanco. Then we have Israel. Then we have Lithuania. Next up, France. Next up, Croatia.